Okay, so today's conversation is going to be about something which Krishna said. You grieve for those who should not be grieved, and yet you speak words of wisdom. The wise grieve neither for the living nor the dead. Desire versus duty, the core conflict. So there's a lot of things here. I'm going to start with a little part of my life. Before 2021, I used to speak a lot about grief and, everybody should get over it. Life moves on, life takes you away, and you keep on moving forward in life. When I lost my father, it became completely different. As I experienced the grief, I realized that we cannot give it up. There are times where we're going to pause and we're going to feel upset, tragically low and down, and not understand what happened to us. And that's okay. So when you say, or when Krishna says, you should not grieve what are ghosts are grieved, uh, at any point of time, he did not mean that you should not feel bad for it. What his thing was, there is a time and place for everything. We have multiple roles to play in our life. And as we go along, we must learn to separate everything. And we very well can. How you would ask? It's by teaching the mind of what each time zone that you or time frame you've given is for. So when I go for my morning walks, my mind knows it can release all the toxic thoughts that I have. It can release all the griefs I have. And it has the freedom to do so while I walk around. I, in fact, give up to the mind when it wants me to cry and just sit down. I will do that as well. So the mind knows that that's for that time frame. It's all available. The entities that surround me, I have been doing this for a number of years. I meet entities come to me, and from time and I used to do that a lot more now, a little less. I when I'm taking a shower, I open an exit point for them to go into the divine light. So whoever wants to go can go during the time I'm taking my shower. During my sessions, during the thing, you don't bother me. And that space is there. In day-to-day life, if you're a father, if you're a mother, you have roles to play. Whatever is happening in your life, you have to play the role that you are playing at that point of time. So like if you're going to school to visit your children's teacher, you can't go and say, oh, I'm so sorry. Give me 20 minutes. I need to go grieve my father. Then I'll come and talk to you. No, that point is dedicated. So very simply create schedules in your life for emotional outputs as well as practical outputs. I need to do this. Like I need to cook breakfast, right? If you're cooking breakfast for the family and you're crying, you're not going to cook good breakfast. So that has to happen before it. There are two practical points you can use here. One is in the morning, give 30 minutes to your body and mind to release all the toxins. And in the night, give 30 minutes to your body and mind to relax for the day. Just unwind, let all the thoughts flow out and just unwind. So the morning time is for all the lifetime of toxicity that there or griefs that are there, you release that. And the night, it is for the day. Whatever you need to do, you release that. That 1 hour, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the night, will create high efficiency in your life. It will start telling you or showing you that you can get things done much faster. The blocks to our life are the thoughts we have. If we make our thoughts straightforward without mixing them with oh, what is they doing? What are they doing? Oh, how am I feeling? Oh, I'm not feeling validated. Then you will not make good decisions. And that's how you live life, by making good decisions. Now, the other aspect, the wise neither grieve the living nor the dead. Why is that? Because everything is temporary. In Bhagwad Gita, it's all about the soul, right? The soul is permanent, which none of us have seen. None of us can vouch for and say, yes, I have seen the soul and I am the soul. Great. You will follow the practice and say, oh, I am an observer, now so I am the soul. But as soon as something goes wrong, oh no, why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me? So we don't have a clear understanding of what a soul does.
भगवत
We are
गीता
learning
ऐकते
as we go along. Some of us are better connected or better detached from the body, and some of us are not as well detached. Again, in this space, the most practical way of doing this is by living in that moment. If you are happy, tell the mind, you are allowed to be happy for the next 2 minutes, and this moment is over. I will take an extreme example. Hope all are adults here. If not, please raise your hand. I will give 30 seconds. Okay, I think all adults here. When we copulate, or in simple words, when we have sex, it's a few seconds of the high, and then it's over. Then it's just a memory of whatever happened. The same thing happens for every single situation.
पराठा करायचे
It is over.
ते गुरुजी आहेत माझे काही
If you
करू नको
extend it,
तू
you take
दुसरं
away
कर
time from creation
तुझं DTI कर
to create a better life. So let's say your boss said something nice to you, or your spouse said something nice to you, or a friend said something nice to you. Us time bola, over, done. You have this high now. Go use it to create something great. So Vani spoke about how when you're working, you have so many friends around you, and when you're not working, you don't have a lot of friends. Fact, true.
Yeah.
The whole world recognizes working people versus homemakers. This is the time to recognize it. The work or your work showed you that you are an interesting person. You can make friends. Now it's up to you to figure out how to make more friends. Just like we leave school, now we have to make more friends. When we leave anything, college, we have to make new friends. When we change homes, we have to make new friends. I have been blessed with the fact that my parents never stayed in one place for more than a short while. So I've had to make friends a lot of places. We went from Delhi to Nigeria, then I went to Bombay, then I went to the US. I lived in 4 cities in the US. Then I went to Malaysia, then I went to Singapore, then I came back here. So I don't have that Zindagi na milegi dobara, 3 friends who were there for life. I don't. It's always been me and myself. And that is something which we need to learn very, very deep. If you can't be your own best friend, if you can't enjoy your own company, nobody else will. So don't grieve who is gone from your life. Don't grieve, don't elate who's coming. Don't be unhappy with people who are in your life and not giving you good things. It's all okay. Are you being fair to yourself? Ask yourself that question. Are you validating yourself? Are you making yourself feel good? So, two topics or two discussions here. One, create emotional schedules in your daily schedule. And second, do not grieve who comes and who goes. You are the one consistent one. And if you are not being friends with yourself, if you're not loving yourself, if you're not being interesting enough for yourself, nobody else will find you interesting. So find yourself fun and interesting. Any questions for today's discussion? And yes, the final point, anybody who tells you, look, when you lose a family member, it'll all be okay eventually. No, it's not. Okay. We will always grieve them for the rest of our life. It's going to happen. It'll keep on reducing the frequency, but you will still grieve and you still miss them. So that won't change. Okay, I don't see any questions. Let's connect then next week or ask your question in the group. All right. Let's close with 3 chants of Om. 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 I thank you all for joining me today. Without you, we won't have these sessions. God bless. Jai Shri Krishna.